we look to benefit through the partnership with iBuild from the capacity development perspective. That is using the platform to increase the training of developers, of contractors, of artisans, and also the reporting of the employment, the whole end-to-end process. So capacity development is a critical benefit we are looking to get out of this partnership. Secondly, of course, as the chairman alluded, on the capital raising side, because the funding partners, or let's call it the capital providers, the investors, will be looking at where's the transparency in the money they are lending. As you know, Shelter Afrique is out in the market to raise additional equity or capital into Shelter Afrique, which is called Class C shareholders. And these are global developmental financial institutions that will be targeting those that have an appetite of putting in at least a minimum of $50 million US each. And what is important is those usually are the impact investors that want to know where's our money going and how can we have transparency in terms of what that money has delivered in terms of impact within Africa.
Shelter Afrique, from the day that they imagine a project, will be able to have all of that information in a single repository. They will be able to bid those projects out competitively. They will be able to start those projects, and they will be able to see the activity as it unfolds. That is not something that currently exists, and they'll be able to report on the impact of every aspect, whether it's timeline of construction, or whether it's how many youth were brought into the construction industry, whether we have enough masons versus electricians versus plumbers, do we have the right supply chain in place. This is the kind of information that governments have nightmares about, because when you create regulation, the expectation is that it benefits the market in some significant way. Usually, the information that we gain to be able to make those decisions takes quite a bit of time to be gathered. With iBuild, it's now being gathered in real time. So when there are questions that arise over what's taking place, you now have the ability to look at things that are happening today, that have happened last week, last month. That makes your decision-making a lot more definitive. And that is something that's incredibly important for not only Shelter Afrique, but also for governments that are looking to have the most valuable data.